too close for comfort. Hi there, y'all. Looks like y'all need to be wiped off a little bit. I have been messing with that little dude. So, there we go. That's better. A little bright this morning. It'll be all right. You get focused in a second. So, I'm on YouTube now. Man, I'm taking a lot of time up today, but you know what? I'm not feeling it, y'all. Not to be running to school and beat myself to death. All right, everything is going now. All right, I'm going to sing a song. I just want to sing a song. Let me see how big this chapter is going to be. Heck, we might just read half of it if I have to. At least we're getting there, right? Everybody and their mother's sick. We're in chapter 6, and it ain't that long. So I'm going to sing a song, and then we're going to go ahead and read a little bit. Let me see, what do I want to sing this morning? Yeah, it's missing again. I think I dropped it back here. Get on up here now. I do want to do one of these old ones. Them old ones make me happy. I want to do He Touched Me. Perfect. Lord, no, took me right to it. Y'all ready? My hair look all right. Excuse me. I got stuff to do. I got to go. Thanks for being here, everybody. Sounds all right, I guess. Shackled by heavy burden, beat the load of guilt and shame. In the hand of Jesus touched me, and now I am no longer the same. He touched me, oh, He touched me, and oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and now I know He touched me and made me whole. Since I met this blessed Savior, since He cleansed and made me whole, I will never cease to praise Him. I'll shout it while eternity rolls. He touched me. Oh, he touched me. And oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something wonderful happened, and now I know he touched me and made me whole. He touched me. Oh, he touched me. And oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something wonderful happened, and now I know he touched me and made me whole. He touched me and made me whole. Made me whole. That's good. Don't have time for more. We got to get into the word, and that's why we're here. Okay, here we go. We are in Daniel chapter 6 today. I'm reading out of the New Living Translation. I pray that you'll grab your Bibles and follow along. We go through the Bible pretty much. Excuse me. We try to go through it every day, at least one chapter. All right. This is Daniel in the lion's den. So you guys made it to the perfect time. This is crazy what happens to Daniel. Darius the Mede decided to divide the kingdom into 120 provinces, and he appointed a high officer to rule over each province. Verse 2. The king also chose Daniel and 2 others as administrators to supervise the high officers and protect the king's interest. Verse 3. Daniel soon proved himself more capable than all the other administrators and high officers. Because of Daniel's great ability, the king made plans to place him over the entire empire. Then the other administrators and high officers began searching for some fault in the way Daniel was handling government affairs, but they couldn't find anything to criticize or condemn. He was faithful, always responsible, and completely trustworthy. So they concluded, our only chance of finding grounds for accusing Daniel will be in connection with the rules of his religion. Verse 6. So the administrators and the high officers went to the king and said, long live King Darius. Verse 7. We are all in agreement, we administrators, officials, high officers, advisors, and governors, that the king should make a law that will be strictly enforced. Give orders that for the next 30 days, any person who prays to anyone, divine or human, except to you, your majesty, will be thrown into the den of lions. And now, your majesty, issue and sign this law so it cannot be changed. An official law of the Medes and the Persians that cannot be revoked. So King Darius signed the law. Verse 10. But when Daniel learned that the law had been signed, he went home and knelt down, as usual, in his upstairs room, with its window open toward Jerusalem. He prayed 3 times a day, just as he had always done, giving thanks to his God. Then the officials went together to Daniel's house and found him praying and asking for God's help. They went straight to the king and reminded him about his law. Did you not sign a law that for the next 30 days, any person who prays to anyone divine or human, except to you, your majesty, will be thrown into the den of lions? Yes, the king replied, that decision stands. It is an official law of the Medes and the Persians that cannot be revoked. So see, he did something that he couldn't take back. Can I just stop right here and give you a little lesson? When you do some things that are mean to other people, it can't be taken back, no matter how embarrassed you are about what you did, no matter how horrible you feel about what you did, it can't be taken back once you do it. Now, if the person chooses to give you the gift of forgiveness and the person chooses, which we're supposed to, and if the person chooses to forgive, they can still keep boundaries because you hurt them. So just like this king had made a decision hastily because everybody else wanted him to do that. And it wound up making his very best official have to be put into the lion's den. Then they told the king that man Daniel, one of the captives from Judah, is ignoring you and your laws. So they didn't even give him his rightful place. He had been made administrator. He still prays to his God 3 times a day. 14. Hearing this, the king was deeply troubled, and he tried to think of a way to save Daniel. Told you. He regretted what he did. Teach your children about this, guys. When people do stuff wrong, especially children, we need to be teaching them, when you do something wrong, you're going to have to pay for what you did. There's always repercussions. So it's good to make good decisions. And that's why it's good for us to be into the word. He spent the rest of the day looking for a way to get Daniel out of his predicament. Verse 15. In the evening, the men went together to the king and said, Your Majesty, you know that according to the law of the Medes and Persians, no law that the king signs can be changed. Verse 16. So at last the king gave orders for Daniel to be arrested and thrown into the den of lions. Thank you so much. The king said to him, May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rescue you. He was like, I can't do anything about it now. I pray the Lord takes care of you. If you have a different God, that's fine. Don't come in my live and talk to me about any other gods. I'm not bothering you, so don't come in here bothering me. Verse 17. A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den. The king sealed the stone with his own royal seal and the seals of his nobles, so that no one could rescue Daniel. Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night fasting. Okay, have fun in my room. You're going to have to leave. You're not welcome anymore. Ugh. Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night fasting. He refused his usual entertainment and couldn't sleep at all that night. He's very sad that he did it. Verse 19. Very early the next morning, the king got up and hurried out of the lion's den. Out to the lion's den, my bad. When he got there, he called out in anguish, Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God whom you serve so faithfully able to rescue you from the lions? Daniel answered, Long live the king. My God sent his angels to shut the lions' mouths so they could not hurt me. for I have been found innocent in his sight, and I have not wronged you, your majesty. The king was overjoyed and ordered that Daniel be lifted from the den. Not a scratch was found on him, for he had trusted in his God. Then the king gave orders to arrest the men who had maliciously accused Daniel. He had them thrown into the lion's den along with their wives and children. The lions leaped on them and tore them apart before they even hit the floor of the den. Verse 25. Then King Darius sent this message to the people of every race and nation and language throughout the world. Peace and prosperity to you. I decree that everyone throughout my kingdom should tremble with fear before the God of Daniel. For he is the living God, and he will endure forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his rule will never end. Verse 27. He rescues and saves his people. He performs miraculous signs and wonders in the heavens and on earth. He has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions. Verse 28. So Daniel prospered during the reign of Darius and the reign of Cyrus the Persians. So I love that story. It sounds like it can't be true, but with God, all things are possible. And that's the really crazy thing. All things are possible through Christ Jesus. All right, I'm going to sing one more, and I'm going to head out of here. I did pretty good on timing. And I got to fix this because it's out of key. Oops. All right, this is one of my favorites. It's all about you. Jesus, oh, this is for you. For your glory and your fame, it's not about me. As if you should do things my way. You alone are God, and I surrender to your way. Jesus, lover of my soul, all-consuming fire is in your gaze. Jesus, I want you to know that I'll follow you all my days. Thank you for the gifts. For no one else in history is like you. itself belongs to you. Alpha and Omega, you have loved me. I'm sharing eternity with you. It's all about you. Jesus, all this is for you. For your glory and your fame. It's not about me. As if you should do things my way. You alone are God, and I surrender. It's all about you. Jesus, all this is for you. For your glory and your fame. It's not about me. As if you should do things my way. You alone are God, and I surrender. It's all about you. Jesus, all this is for you. For your glory and your fame. It's not about me. As if you should do things my way. You alone are God, and I surrender to your way, to your way, to your way. That makes me feel good. I like having the Spirit of the Lord on me. So that was definitely that. Thank you all so much for watching. Got to get to work. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Pray for me in my schoolwork. Pray for my partners in the ministry, TC, Darren, HD, my lady friends, Courtney and Melanie. I haven't got to talk to them in over a week now. I'm having withdrawals from my ministry partners. I hate it. But God's got us, and we're still all working for the Lord in some fashion, even if it's just at our job. I know Courtney was helping someone who was homeless that she knew from another state, and they moved to her state, and she let them move in with her, and then now she's trying to help her find her own place. So our team is doing lots of great things for the Lord, and I just pray that you try to do something today that's going to encourage you. And also that even just a smile, sometimes just a smile is all you really need to give someone. You don't have to stress out about, hi, Amber, you don't have to stress out about, getting live and doing all that. Somebody said, well, you gotta have a live in order to do for the Lord. No, you don't. You can do anything you want to do. I have done this since my kid was probably 8 years old. I did it with him just, as something fun. And we did, what is it? We did, I don't know. My son would tell you the names of them. Woo! We were doing reels and stuff. You know how kids are. And honestly, guys, if you have kids or grandkids even, this is a thing. I have like 90 YouTube followers. And my son and like all the kids at my school are like, "You're a YouTuber?" I'm like, "Yeah." Not like a huge following, but I do have a YouTube page. So the YouTube page, if you all want to go over and subscribe, is Crystal Blue at 2023. So subscribe and follow me, like all my videos. There's some music over there that I just sing. There's some music over there that, or there's lessons like these because I do these now. Probably in the summer when I have some time off from work, I'll start writing again. I haven't written any new music in over a year. Hi there, Susan. Nice to meet you. Good to see you. Thanks for the gift. So it's pretty important, that we spend just a day trying to do something nice, even if it's just a smile. If that's all you can muster up today, just give that to somebody else. Because the more love that you spread, the more that God is in our midst. And we need to give power to him over this evil enemy. The devil has, all kinds of evilness going on in the world. Sometimes we don't even know. I see you. That's funny. Yeah, I tried that. I think pretty sure I was on that one and it didn't work for me. So good luck to you. If you're trying to lose weight, go ahead, but I'm not. I'm happy with who I am. The Lord made me this way. I got diabetes and I've had it since I was 19. No, I don't know. They never did really, because back then I'm old. They never did really, give that. Hi there. Thank you for joining. Amen. Walking with God. They really didn't give diagnoses like that whenever I was a kid. So I didn't get diagnosed with it until I was 27 when I had glucose in my urine. That's how they found out. It was like above with the maximum of that machine. It went above that. That's how I knew. So I probably had it way before then, and I just recently got on the pump. So it's been really good. However, with the insulin being there, it makes you gain weight too. So I think I gained like 20 pounds. I have lost 5. So it's going to be a little bit of a yo-yo until I figure this thing out. But the other night in my sleep, because I had this thing that keeps up with it and gives you your insulin and everything, I must have pushed on it in my sleep and I gave myself 30 units. At a meal, sometimes I can go up to 10 units. So as you can tell, with me waking up with my sugar going down to 94 and then realize that there was 30 units administered, you can't take that back. Just like I was talking about today when Darius had given that decree about Daniel. Well, not even about Daniel, just in general. He didn't want anybody else praising any other God but him. It wasn't even him. It was like the people that were associates with Daniel, which is another great example. A lot of times the people you work with, you think are your friends, but they're really not. They're trying to throw you under the bus. So be careful. I've just learned that the Lord tells me, just do your work. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Just do your work and he will handle everything else. And so he just says, put your head down and do your work. And that's pretty much what I do. I try to help my kids, try to help them to make the right decisions. I try to guide them. Sit down, please, do your work. Now you have extra work because you misbehaved. One kid was spitting yesterday, running around the room, laughing at everybody, intimidating other children. He does that a lot. He likes to intimidate other kids. It's a bully situation, I guess. But I will do my best not to allow that to happen. That's a lot of the situations that parents don't understand is some of the kids that are doing the bullying are like incapable of having a regular conversation. I just pray for my kids. Lord, I pray for them right now. I pray that they all do better and they eventually get out of our room and that we don't even need to have that, Lord. I pray the only time we ever need to have that is when it's only the kindergartners. maybe even earlier than that, but I think they don't do anything for you until you get, up older. Anyhow, it's been a good morning. I thank you guys for coming in and listening. Continue to pray for our ministry. Pray for all the ministries all over the world that are the true ministry of God. The Bible. I'm a Bible advocate. If you want to know what my title is, I'm a Bible advocate. That's it. Because I think the Bible is where you get all of your answers, and you don't need to hear what I need to tell you. I'll give you my suggestions and what I get out of the Bible, but I want you to read it and get yours out of the Bible too. Because we all have a brain. God gave us a brain to think and reason. And that's what a teacher does. So I've learned what a preacher and a teacher does. And a preacher basically spoon feeds people because they won't do it themselves. I'll give you this little tidbit about the Bible because you won't read it yourself. But a teacher is for those who are self-motivated, who want to learn more, who want to dive in, who want to figure out more stuff. So after this, when we get to the New Testament, we'll probably continue on to learn about the Jewish history, the Jewish calendar, all of those things. Like simply investigate their festivals. Because the Bible talks about going after different gods and worshiping their gods and doing these things and those things. I want to do what God had set up with his Jewish family, God's people. So the Jewish people, I want to do their festivals, celebrate their, what is it called? Something of shelters. Festival of Shelters, maybe? Something like that. There's a lot of different ones. So I want to do that in my ministry. I want us to learn about that. So that's the next step. I'll be looking for some materials to help us with that. It will be a good experience. We will have a good time learning about what the Jews do and what they have or have not done. If anybody has information about that, go ahead and send me an email. Called of Christ Ministries. No, sorry, singular. Called of Christ Ministry @gmail.com. All right. Good night or good morning, everybody. Have a great day. Sorry, it's still. Have a great day, and I appreciate you being here listening. Please continue to read the Bible, if nothing else. Please continue to read the Bible. Learn for yourselves, guys. God bless you. Have a great day.